What's going on, guys? It is Digiwatch TCG coming to you with another Market Watch. Today, we're going to be going over a bunch of cards. I've been looking all over the TCG store just to kind of get an idea of some things that have been fluctuating in prices based on information that we've just had released about BT13, BT12, the reprint set, all that stuff. So I will be talking about that, and this is from set order, so we're going to start with promos and go all the way to about BT5. I'm going to probably have another Market Watch later this week to finish up BT6 through EX3 because there's just too much to cover in my opinion. So with that said, please like, subscribe, leave your thoughts below, and let's get into it. Now, before anything, I do want to mention I'm using TCG Player, as well as mentioning that this is not financial advice. If you have always do your own investigation before you're picking up something. This is just kind of speculation and just noting things, and not necessarily advice, but like maybe wait on this card, I might say, or pick it up. It's my own opinion. It's not like kind of advice for it, so it's an opinion for it. Like I would pick it up versus I wouldn't pick it up. So let's start into this. And the first card we're going to go over is the gift box Agumon. Now, if you don't know, we got a gift box from, that's basically, I think you get like EX3 packs. I think you get 4 or 5 of them. And then you get a lucky pack, which is supposed to be like an Agumon, Guergurumon, Sunrisemon, or a Diaboromon. And out of those ones, it's like a full art. Like you see the red on the corners here is something that you normally don't get with the other cards, other regular cards. It's a copy of the promo version from BT, promo number 9. And it's just kind of gone straight up to about $40. I don't know if this is a buyout or if someone if people are just getting ready to play max rarity Black War Greymon or Greymon. And I would definitely consider like looking at the other copies. Like if I go here, let me go forward on this. Yeah, I had looked up like the other ones just to kind of look at here, and you can see here like the Agumon here is $17 lowest for the regular promo version, and then you have $40 over here. I would consider picking up like the $17 one if you were really looking for it, but like wait, kind of keep your eye on it. Maybe like you still have a few weeks until BT11 actually drops. And you can play Blue War Greymon or Black War Greymon with this deck. And you could also try out the black version, just keep in mind. You could do that too. But this is a good investment because we don't even know when the reprint set is coming out. And we do know we're going to get a copy of it in that version of it. But we don't know necessarily when we're getting it. It's probably going to be like later in 2023. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, moving on, we have Guilmon here. I just wanted to show no listings on here. It looks like it was bought out, or we see over here the last time they were here were on December 31st. I think that probably someone just wanted to pick these up, have a play set, probably using some Christmas or holiday money during that time. So just wanted to point that out to some people. Red Memory Boost, I wanted a quick second to talk about this. There are 28 listings for $15 here if you're really in the mood to get it, but I personally would be holding off on this. We had announcements of the Memory Boost getting new arts in the reprint set, so we know that that's coming down the line, and once we know that it actually does come out, this might actually drop in price. It could go up because it's not a reprint of the same art. It's going to be like a different artwork, but it's going to be the same thing of, reveal top 4, add a red, gain 2 memory on delay. So we're going to still have the same exact effect, just a different artwork for the card. We also have the regular arts of it, which are like $1 to $2 each or something like that. So you could probably pick those up too if you're really just looking to get your red memory boost for different decks. But if you're looking to pick up like this as like finishing up your collection, maybe hold off a little bit, see if it's going to drop down, because as of right now, which is January 17th as of recording, I think they're only up to the black memory boost that is released right now, and we'll probably get the purple one. And once we know for sure when reprint set comes out, then this will definitely like start to go down. Akuamon. This is a promo card from BT9. I would not open BT9 personally. I would just wait on that, and Akuamon is a good card. It gives you that ice wall effect, and I think we're getting an option card that kind of does a similar thing. So if you get these both on the same turn, your opponent's basically losing 2 memory every time it becomes suspended, which really can facilitate more and more cards in your deck. When we have BT11 actually gets here, green, basically the BT9 and BT10 decks basically are going to be the big decks for green in that format. And so you may see this jump in price a little bit. And I personally think that it's a good pickup now, because it is a slightly lower price than what's been out there. And there's not really as much value to get out of getting in closed box where you're chancing getting the Kuomon in the box topper. So pick up your copies now if you are looking to pick up the deck and play the deck. It is going to be a rampant deck, definitely, for green in the BT11 format. Wizardmon here is getting a reprint in the Beelzemon starter deck that we get in a couple months. I think it's March, I think we get it. There's a foil and a non-foil version of this card. They don't really change in price, maybe $1 change. But yeah, I think these are going to go down. You can see 45 listings. I think people are trying to really jump on selling these cards, mainly because they know they're not going to be able to get rid of them when the starter decks come out. The starter decks, if you don't know, are going to be like premium decks. I think you get like a case, or not a case, but you get like everything you need from one starter deck, and you also get like sleeves and stuff like that. And there's a purple only tournament and all that stuff. So I personally think that maybe it's worth just holding off on picking these up. They are definitely going to go down. If you are looking to make sure you have your promo versions of the card, though, and maybe you're looking to pick up singles, once this hits about $10 or less, I would pick those up. That's about the time. Gamamon promo, by the way, if I didn't mention, we're looking at promo cards first, and then we'll go through our other cards up to BT5. Gamamon Official Tournament Pack Volume 5. It's about $9. I think it's lower than it's been in a while. If I remember right, yeah, it was around 10. It was pretty high up there. It was starting to get high. And I think it's personally a good pickup to get now. The price is just fluctuating too much, in my opinion. The lowest we ever had it was in the beginning of December, but the more and more time goes by, the more Gamamon support we get, the more you're going to see this start to rise, because Volume 5 is done. I think we're at Volume 7, and we're about to get Volume 8 once BT11 mainly comes out, I think. And I think it's worth getting your play set of this now. Maybe you may want to maybe just try holding off if you really feel like it's not necessary, but it is a good card, and it does have its synergies, especially with hero, and having the ability for your champion to be at 6,000 and then gain 2,000 because you have a hero, and then tap your hero and give it another 2,000, makes it an 8,000 DP card is not bad, in my opinion, personally. Tai Kamiya is a card that a lot of people are going to be playing at 3 to 4 copies of the All Force deck. It is a 2 cost to play, and then you suspend it, and I think it's basically the ability to suspend the Tamer that allows you to trigger the All Force effects and things like that. Yeah, I think that this is worth picking up now, but if you are looking to pick up all the cards that are coming out for BT11, just keep in mind there's going to be a lot of cards that from BT11 you need for All Force. You need the V-Mons, you need different Tamers, you need Davises, you need all that stuff. So know what kind of deck you're going to be playing. If you need help, go to digimonmeta.com and take a look at the deck lists that have been in Japan, and kind of get an idea of what you like to play, because there are versions. There's a Bond of Friendship version, there's a Leomon variant, there's a Pure variant, and all of them run different counts of the Tamer. So you may not want to pick necessarily get all yours at one point in time. You may want to get maybe 2 copies, 3 copies if you're really eager to get those, and then play it from there. We also know that this is going to get a future reprint in the reprint set, so keep that in mind. But if you're looking, there are 23 listings. Plenty of people who are looking to get rid of this card. Wanted to mention Dioborn. There's a lot of Diobormon stuff I wanted to just mention. This is a gift box, as I mentioned with the Agumon. This is one of the other versions you can get. $6 is a very good price to get this set, if you don't have it. And this is still +1 security, so for every Diobormon you have, which also includes the tokens are counted as Diobormons, it gets +1 security, so it could hit you for 5 or more in one check if it survives, and then it does have ways of protecting itself, of course, as well. So that is something about the Diaboromon deck that I find is really interesting, and how powerful it could be. In the future, it could get future support. We know Diaboromon is a mainstay character. We've seen it, I think, in almost, I think, 3 different series of Diaboromon, including the first movie. I think this was in Hunters, which was like the third. I don't remember which one it was. It was like the third year or third part of Fusion or Cross Wars. You have, I think there was one other. You have it in the other Revenge of Diaboromon, or I think that's what it's called, the movie, stuff like that. So you have multiple like franchise parts of the franchise that use the Diaboromon card, and so you definitely know that there might be more stuff on the way in the future, past BT13 or even in 13 if they want to make this like a villain card. I don't think so. I think they're going to wait on this and maybe put it in BT14 or like a future set. But I definitely think they're going to make Diaboromon support in the future. So $6. You have a guy here who's selling 2 of them at $6. You just get it from them. Boom. Look at that. You made a deal. Now, comparatively, if you are looking to get this one, this is the promo version, the original promo version. Now, personally, I'm one of those guys who I wanted to make a master collection of all the promo cards, all the alt arts and stuff like that. So I actually was waiting on this card. I actually got it for, I think, $4 or $5. I just got a really good low price on it. And it's security +1, the same thing, same exact effect. It's just the original version of the card, and it is going for $9. If you're looking for a collection, I think this is pretty much going to be around the price where it's lowest, but you could see a little bit lower. It could be $7 at some point in the future, and if you really want to just play the card, get the gift box version over here. Agunimon. So Agunimon, we do get BT12 support with the Ancient Greymon and like the red Tamer sets and stuff like that. And I think that is a worthwhile card to pick up for $6.99. I mean, you have this guy, look at this. Core TCG has it for 38 copies of this card. I would definitely consider picking these up. If I was looking to play this deck. Fortunately, I am not looking to play red. Red is a good deck. Don't get me wrong. I respect the hell out of it. It's not my style of play, personally. And I do think that this is a good card to pick up if you are looking to play this deck, though. Beelzemon. Now, I wanted to mention this. That was, I think, the last promo card we're going to talk about. Now we're going to go into the Beelzemon and BT1 to the rest of BT5. Beelzemon here is $30. I think that this is worth personally picking up. Just the artwork alone is just very, very good. I think this is one of the best artworks for a Diaboromon. It's not played in the Beelzemon decks I've seen for BT12. Of course, you could make your own variant of it. You could throw 1 copy in. But I think this is a good pickup just for the artwork. This is personally one of my favorite artworks. It just looks... There's a sense of like realism to it with the smoke kind of just coming out of the barrels of the gun, and don't you dare say this is a children's card game. So this is a very, very powerful artwork in my opinion. The effect again is like mid. I mean, delete a level 4 or lower Digimon. It's good for getting rid of small bodies, and it's a warp Digivolve too, which is nice. But there are going to be other cards that take its place when we get the starter deck. So it's more just for collectors side of things. And we have 52 listings. So you see a lot of people are trying to get rid of this. And we look here, you can pretty much get them right around the $30 mark beforehand. So just something to think about. Demi Vmon. This is the Ultimate Cup version, and it's going for a low of 28, and then it just jumps to 35 and 45 going further up. So keep in mind, 2022 is over. We're not going to get this card again, and at least from what I know at the moment. And people want their playsets of this card. They're a big fan of Vmon, and Vmon support we get in BT12, so people might look to pick this up. I think this is, even if you are done with the game, I think it's just a really great artwork for the card, having the egg and the rookie in the background, and it's just a fun card to have. I think I have 3 copies of them. Fortunately, the last Ultimate Cup I was supposed to be in got changed to a regional, but I do think that it is a good pickup regardless. Magna Angemon, kind of the same reasoning for the Beelzemon here. It's like an artwork that's from BT1 BT1's not in huge circulation anymore. If you're looking to pick up a box, it's like $180. We have a reprint set coming out, but this card itself, the artwork, the alternate art, is not going to be reprinted, and this is still played in decks like the what's it called, security control and Mastamon, things like that. Even some like of yellow variants of some decks play this card, just a one of or two ofs. So I do think it's worth picking up at 32. Get your copy just for collectors. If you're not a collector and you're just looking to pick it up in the future to play a deck in the future, this will always be good of on play recover 1, just generic effect, with 6,000 DP, and Flame Hellscythe works with it. So if you were to get the other version, just take a quick look here. I'm pretty certain they're very close in price. Yeah, $29 compared to $30 here is ridiculous. Just get the alternate art for $1 more. Come on. We have Impmon here, Event Pack 2. This one is actually one of the ones I would suggest picking up your copy of, and there's lots of them. Core TCG has 7 copies of it. It is a Event Pack 2, and this is where Event Pack 2 versus Event Pack 3 for my goes in my head. Like, I think that Event Pack 2 is worth picking up because it's not in circulation anymore, and we do know that Impmon is going to be used in the future starter deck. And any future support. And this is not the highest rarity. There is one higher than it. But if you are looking, like, not wanting to spend $50 on one single card for, the same price, maybe 2, you get 2 copies of the max rarity version of the card. So I would definitely consider picking that up if you had a chance. This is another one I would actually consider picking up. Agumon. $9. Playset of it is 4, and you see R&R Gaming here has $9 for each copy for 4 of them. This card is used actually in variants of the Black or Greymon deck for BT11, because it automatically gives it reboot. So if you're missing pieces or you're missing like the ability to reboot, maybe you go into like a Black or Greymon that doesn't have reboot. Well, now this one does, and that triggers the Metal Greymon's effect to trash a card from your opponent's security. I think that this is a good option to have, and I do think that getting this card is pretty good if you're getting 4 of. So yeah. Wanted to mention BT4. There wasn't necessarily one big good pick I got out of this. I wanted to just show that the value of this set is so low. Like $61 is actually crazy that it's that high for this set. And personally, some of the cards are worth just picking up, just getting your money's worth here. Now, like the ones I would say like are so low that it's like, yes, you should definitely get your copies of. I would say the Agunimon for $5, your Lobomon for $8. Because you're not going to pick up this set. Trust me, you don't want to pick up this set as a box. Lucemon, we already know the one over here is going to get a reprint soon in the reprint set. You do have the Rise Greymon, the red one, that did you also red or yellow. You may see some future play. And then you have the Lucemon alternate art being $15. Remember, we're not getting alternate arts in the reprint set. We're getting regular art. So I would pick up maybe a couple of copies of this if you're looking to get a playset of alternate art Lucemons. I think we're going to get future support for Lucemon. It's one of them on my list that I'm like, yeah, we haven't gotten X Antibody. We haven't gotten in like the dragon mode of Lucemon. And I think that this card is definitely worth it. Plus, you have Ancient Greymon here being $24, $3 more than the Ancient Greymon over here. That's an alt art, and this is a combined picture, by the way. If you get the Lucemon, the Ancient Greymon, and the Ancient Garurumon, they all make one single like picture across. Additionally, like just small things, the Event Pack 2 Bushy Agumon is also a good pick. This is again another good pick I would definitely consider for prior to BT13, because if we get more information about stuff like Lord Nightmon or Lord Nightmon X or Crusadermon X or whatever you want to call it, Bushy is still a rush for game, so some people might consider wanting to play this card over some of the other cards. But you definitely want to know what's coming out first. You have Lord Nightmon. Speaking of BT5, this is the last couple of cards we're going to talk about. This is the Event Pack 1, and this is again one of those cards where I would say if you're looking at Event Pack 1, I would definitely consider picking up a copy of this if you have a chance. Core TCG here has 4 of them for $35. It's not that bad for $35, honestly. I remember like a year ago when event, we were just into event pack 2, the Lord Nightmon was at $80 or like higher, $60 to $80. Now it's at 35. That's not too bad, honestly, for 35. If they come out with support for Lord Nightmon and Crusadermon, then you may see this go up in price. And we're getting close to that time where they're going to start leaking stuff for BT13. I would just take a look on it and see if there's anything you absolutely need. And I have like my Lord Nightmons from the set. I'm surprised they never made an alternate art for Lord Nightmon, but now that they see the popularity of it, they may decide to make alternate arts of future Lord Nightmon stuff. And this is a considered, I would say, like highest rarity of the card. Other than I think there's like a DigiFest version of this card, so just something to keep in mind. Agumon here, $44. Let's just call it 45. But the 3 listings, I feel like someone bought this out, but it is one of the highest rarity that is played. You can play this with the what's it called? I'm blanking. Black Wargreymon deck, Red Engine, or the Wargreymon deck with the same cards, protection cards, and things like that. It's going to be around for a while, so I would say that this card is going to keep this price pretty high. But that's really dependent on how much people want to move this card, and if people, I feel like this would go down maybe to $35, $30 if some people are looking to just get rid of it, make a profit out of it, sell it, and make some money. Because Event Pack 2 is not coming out anymore, so it's just something to keep in mind. Sucreamon, I got lucky. I actually bought this card prior to, right when I saw it was dropping. I think I got it for $15, and now it's at 13, so I probably should have waited a little bit. But you see this guy has like 9 copies. Personally, I would base this on if you like the type of artwork this card is portraying. This is a Tamer Set 1, so you can't get this as it's like, from a sealed box. But I actually bought it and I compared it to some other cards. It has the very same textures, really nice, but it's an older set card, so it depends on whether or not you want to hold on to this. I think that it's definitely worth picking up at least 1 copy of the card. I usually like to do half sets if I could, like if I have enough money for it. I think that it's worth it though, if you're getting the half, just to have the card. We have Mechanorimon. One thing I can mention about this card is it's played in played in Machinedramon. However, because of like kind of how a lot of people have been saying, Machinedramon is not going to be a competitive deck. It's very, very bricky. I'm not 100% certain it's going to be super bricky, and I do think that this is a good 4 cost champion that still today by today's standards is just really good. I think it stopped being played because people in BT7 it would just get stunned and it couldn't block or do anything. But now that we're past that and not a lot of people play cards like that, then Mechanorimon is still a very good card. And it is good because it's a Digivolution, easy 4 costs to play. It's a Digivolution source for your level 5s that have Digivolving effects, and just think it's the highest rarity. It's a good card for $15. So up to you whether or not you would want to consider picking this up. If you're going to play the Machinedramon, try it out. I think it's a good card though. All right, last card for today. We'll continue this at another time. Is Arata, and this is kind of going with the same argument I was mentioning before for the Diaboromons. Diaboromons are really good. Just in general, I think it's still a very good deck. I think it's just a little slower than what a lot of players like currently. And it does a lot of searching, but once you have the Aratas and they're ready to go, then you actually can bring out your Diaboromon tokens. You can gain memory. You do so much with this card sometimes. So these are the max rarity of the deck, and if you are looking to play it at max rarity, I would definitely consider picking these up. Just find someone who has like very similar price and good like rating. You have like this, like Overdose Gaming is like a verified gold star. With good rating on it, and it's $9, and you can get 3 copies of it for basically $27. Keep in mind, like the moment they announce like any Diaboromon support, this is going to fly up in price. So yeah, that's kind of what I have for you for today. It's a very long market watch. I'm going to post the other one probably around Friday. or Saturday, depending. I have a lot of stuff this upcoming weekend I actually have to do, but I'm gonna try to set it up. Maybe I'll pre-record it like a night before. But I do think that this is definitely a time to be getting your stuff for the future, if you are fans. And if you're a collector, this is more like I do more collection than anything. I'm appreciative of the artwork, but I do want to give you the best information for you to make good decisions on cards you're going to be picking up for your decks, for your meta decks, for your collections. So with that said, thank you again for watching. Stay classy. Have a great day.